Policymakers from all over the world have all descended in New Delhi, right here in Bharat Mandapam, to share their views on how India can advance in the space of AI. We have Jason Oxman here. He's the President and CEO of Information Technology Industry Council, a leading global trade association representing major tech companies. Jason, welcome to New Delhi. You have positioned India as a global pace setter in AI innovation. Why do you say that?
I think pace setter is a great word. It's great to be here with you, and it's exciting to have the AI Action Summit taking place here in Delhi. Look, pace setter is the right word because India is the largest democracy in the world. And the focus of government of India on advancing innovation in a democratic society means that it is quite literally a model for the rest of the world. There is a model of AI development that is closed. That's the model in China, where it's not available, it's not free, it's not accessible. It's used by the government as a tool of oppression in many cases. Here in India, it's exactly the opposite. And that's a model for the global south. It's a model for the world. So here we are at the AI Impact Summit, where we're discussing the adoption of innovative new technologies, ways in which it can advance the economy of India, ways in which it can advance the society, medically, education, every use case you can imagine, agriculture and beyond. And we're excited because it is truly a model for the world. What we adopt here, what we talk about here, is going to be a model for the world.
You have made an interesting comparison between India and China. Prime Minister Modi says it's AI for all. It's about democratizing AI, making AI more accessible, and that's the reason why the entire focus is on local solutions of global problems. So, Jason, what are your recommendations for India? In past, you have put out recommendations for European Union and also for the US government.
Yeah, so the Prime Minister is absolutely right. AI for all is the right model, and that's why we're here in India exploring AI for all, not only for India, but for the world. Our recommendations for policy for the government of India are quite simple. Make sure that we work together in partnership, the government and the private sector, to make trust the center of all the technology that's being deployed. Technology has to be global, of course. There are a lot of exciting opportunities with the adoption of AI technology here in India, but the opportunity really is not for the global tech industry. It's for small and medium enterprises in India that can make use of innovative AI technology. And the use cases across different industries are all on display here in Delhi this week. So, for example, agricultural use cases for AI, making sure that targeted irrigation and targeted use of pesticide lowers costs and increases crop yields. Medical device applications, so making sure that AI can help a doctor in a rural area make a diagnosis of something that she may not have seen before. Educational and workforce skill development use cases where AI can help improve access to technology from around the world to make sure that Indian students are skilled in the jobs of tomorrow. All great opportunities, all in partnership with global technology companies, and making sure that government policies allow those services to be offered here, inspire investment here, as so many global technology companies are doing. That's really the right path forward.
So, Jason, since it's about AI adoption, we have spoken about agriculture. The focus is on Indian farmers to make them self-equipped, Atmanirbhar or self-reliant, as Prime Minister Modi talks about, especially in emerging markets. How easy or tough it is to adopt AI, and has India now sent a signal or a message through its lived experiences?
I think it is an important signal to send to the rest of the world that investment in India is the right place to be for the technology industry. And I think the opportunity to see the expo floor here and the hundreds of companies that are displaying their technologies, the opportunity is for small and medium enterprises like farmers to adopt technology, but the technology needs to come to India. The investment needs to happen here. And you've seen a lot of large technology companies announce in recent weeks literally tens of billions of dollars in investment in everything from manufacturing of semiconductors to data centers to investment in training for small businesses and using AI tools. That's all happening because the environment economically, politically, here in India is so good for investment. And the idea of that investment taking place in India is very exciting for the tech industry because there are so many great opportunities here in India.
So let's wrap this conversation up, Jason, with your final thought on Expo. You were there at the Expo. One big imagery which you are taking back with yourself to Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that I saw, which was really interesting to me, was how large language models from companies like OpenAI and Meta and Google and Anthropic and others are being open sourced and used by Indian companies to develop use cases that use those big compute powers. You know, there's been a lot of conversation about how these large language models are created, the training that goes into it, the massive compute power. But now we're moving into what we call the inference phase, where queries are being done. And sometimes, and we're seeing it at the Expo here, those queries are being done at the edge, if you will, on our devices, including our own mobile phone devices, where we can access that kind of inference power. So what I'm really taking away here is the work that those large companies have done that has gone into the training of these models is now being deployed by smaller companies that maybe provide use cases that are very hyper-local in their form factor and can be accessed by consumers and businesses on their PCs, even on their mobile devices. That's kind of the next generation of AI, and it's really unfolding here in India.
And you're also celebrating India with that garland. That's in the tricolor.
Yes. Thank you for noticing. I've been wearing it all day and getting a lot of positive comments on it. I was handed it when I arrived in India yesterday. This is my 7th trip to Delhi that I've taken in recent years, and I enjoy it every time I'm here. And I'm proud to be advancing the partnership between the U.S. and India. We saw a really phenomenal development just a few days ago with the announcement of the trade deal between the U.S. and India. That's exciting. And I think the business opportunities, the partnership and the friendship between the U.S. and India has never been more important.
All right, Jason. Really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.